The sun hung low over the bustling city streets, casting a golden glow on the sidewalks teeming with people. Laughter and conversation filled the air, a normal evening unfolding, until a single moment shattered the peace. On the corner of a busy intersection, a small cafe was alive with chatter. Among the customers was Maya Carter, a black woman in her mid-30s, dressed in jeans and a simple blazer. She sipped her coffee, enjoying a rare break from work. Her posture was relaxed, but her sharp eyes never stopped scanning her surroundings, an old habit she couldn't shake. Across the street, a commotion caught her attention. A black teenager, Jamal, no older than 17, stood frozen as a towering white police officer, Sergeant Daniels, loomed over him. The boy's skateboard had rolled into the officer's path, barely missing his boots. "You got a problem?" Daniels barked, shoving Jamal back with a hard hand to his chest. The crowd around them quieted, people watching, some even filming. I didn't mean to," Jamal stammered, his hands raised in submission. "Didn't mean to?" Daniels sneered. "You kids don't respect authority anymore." His voice was sharp, filled with a cruel satisfaction as he reached for his baton. Maya narrowed her eyes. Not today. She set down her coffee and crossed the street, moving with purpose. "Hey!" she called, her voice steady. "That's enough." Daniels turned sharply, his gaze landing on her. "Stay out of this, lady. This kid needs to learn a lesson." "A lesson?" Maya scoffed. "For what? Existing?" The crowd murmured. Some nodded. Others looked away, too afraid to interfere. Daniel squared his shoulders, towering over Maya. "I don't recall asking for your opinion." "And I don't recall asking for yours." Her voice remained calm, but there was something in her eyes that made Daniels hesitate for half a second. Then just as quickly, his lips curled into a smirk. "What, you think you can just walk up and tell me how to do my job?" Maya tilted her head. "If your job is roughing up teenagers for no reason, then yeah, someone should." The crowd tensed. Daniel's nostrils flared, his fingers tightening around his baton. "You want to play hero?" he growled. Maya held his gaze, unwavering. "I just want you to do your job right." Daniel scoffed. Then, without warning, he swung. His fist came fast, aiming straight for her face. Gasps rippled through the onlookers, some even shrieking in shock. But Maya? She was faster. In one fluid motion, she ducked, sidestepped, and grabbed Daniels' wrist. Before he could react, she twisted his arm back and flipped him over her shoulder. Bam! The officer hit the pavement with a painful thud, groaning as the air was knocked out of him. The crowd erupted, phones raised, capturing everything. Daniel's shock turned to rage as he scrambled to his feet. "You just assaulted an officer!" he bellowed. Maya reached into her jacket and pulled out her badge, holding it up for all to see. "Special Agent Maya Carter, FBI." The silence was deafening. Daniels' eyes widened, his breath hitching. His lips moved, but no words came out. The weight of the moment crushed down on him. Maya took a step closer, her voice steady, filled with authority. "You attacked me. You harassed a teenager, and now the whole world is watching." Daniel's face drained of color as he noticed the dozens of phones pointed at him. The reality settled in. There was no talking his way out of this. You're making a mistake," he stammered. "No," Maya said, her voice calm but firm. "You did." Just then, the sound of sirens split through the air. Police cars screeched to a halt, officers pouring out, guns at the ready. Daniels pointed at Maya. "Arrest her! She attacked me!" But the officers hesitated. Their eyes flickered to her badge, then to the recording phones, then back to Daniels. "Check the footage," Maya said, voice unwavering. "Everything's on camera." One of the officers, his superior, stepped forward. Lower your weapons, he ordered. Confusion flashed across Daniels' face. What are you doing? The superior officer glanced at the crowd, then back at Daniels. Following the law. The tension broke. Daniels' defiance wavered, his arrogance crumbling. His own colleagues were no longer backing him. He opened his mouth to protest, but the cuffs clicking around his wrists silenced him. The crowd cheered. Jamal, still wide-eyed, turned to Maya. Are you going to be okay? She looked at him, then at the dozens of people still filming, witnessing everything. She smiled. I already am. And just like that, the truth was set free. Daniels was taken away, his career collapsing under the weight of his actions. The footage spread like wildfire, sparking a larger conversation about justice, power, and accountability. And Maya? She didn't stand up that day because she wanted recognition. She stood up because it was right,